Well, good evening, and welcome to our Learning Team presentation on development during adulthood. Before I get started, I'd like to introduce my charming Learning Team members. Ken, Rodney, Yesenia, Yolanda, and yours truly, Ken Fletcher. Our discussion topics for tonight's presentation are factors that affect social development in adulthood, midlife transition, and what effects do physical and cognitive changes have on a person during the stage of later adulthood. There are three phases of adulthood: young, middle, and late. Young adulthood starts at the end of adolescence. The age is approximately 19 to 40 years old and is generally viewed as early adulthood period. This is the period in which social roles and relationships are materialized. Young adults become a fully functional social being, possibly assuming the role of a married family person, and developing intimate social and sexual relationships. The next stage is middle adulthood. Middle adulthood is the period of life from the 40s to around the age of 65, and is viewed as the midlife during which people become aware of the decline in their functions. Muscular strength and performance of major organ systems start to deteriorate. Mid-adulthood is characterized by some dramatic changes in the function of reproduction systems and sexual activities. There are also some cognitive changes during mid-adulthood. And the last phase is late adulthood. This is the period of life from the 60s until death. Now, I know people don't like to talk about death, and they get upset about that, but with the increase of life expectancy and the longer work period, there is a delayed onset of the feeling of old age. Besides retirement from work activities, people in a late adulthood have to cope with many changes, such as their own decline in physical fitness, ill health, death of family and friends, including the possible loss of a spouse, and the feeling of loneliness. As people grow old, the body metabolism changes, and there is wear and tear of the body parts and the cells. There is also genetically modified changes in the biological clock of the body that limit the length of our lives. So, now it's my pleasure to introduce the lovely Yesenia, who will be talking about the factors that affect social development in early adulthood. Thank you.